Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm recording this a little bit earlier in the week because we have some more weather coming in. So wanted to make sure that this was available for you for your Bible trivia on this Friday. Now, before I begin, I need to ask you a question. Have you ever tried to eat a clock? Well, it's very time consuming. Oh boy. All right. Let's get to our Bible trivia questions. Our first one, of course, there's 10 questions worth a point apiece. 2 bonus questions that are optional, but they're worth 3 points apiece. And if you get them wrong, you lose 3 points. All right, here we go. In the upper room, what was the new commandment Jesus gave the disciples? Honor my name, preach the gospel, or love one another? John 13, verse 34 tells us the answer is love one another. Number 2, what did Jesus and the disciples do before leaving the upper room? Pray together, sang a hymn together, wept together. Yeah, that's the only choices. Mark 14, verse 26 tell us that they sang a hymn together. Number 3, when or where did Jesus and the disciples go after leaving the upper room? To the Mount of Olives, to the marketplace, or to Gethsemane? Mark 14, verse 32 tells us the answer is they went to Gethsemane. Number 4, when they reached the Garden of Gethsemane, what did Jesus ask his disciples to do? Sit down, build a fire, or prepare for bed? Mark 14, verse 32 tells us that he told them to sit down. Number 5, what was Jesus doing while the disciples were sitting in the garden? Walking along a path, praying, or sleeping? Matthew 26, verse 39, of course, tells us that he was praying. And here's your bonus question. What were the disciples doing when Jesus returned to them? What were the disciples doing when Jesus returned to them? Matthew 26 and verse 40 tells us that they were sleeping. They were sleeping. All right, let's move on to our next set of questions. Those are pretty easy. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I think they're pretty easy. Question number 1, when Solomon completed building the temple and his house, what did he give to Hiram, king of Tyre, as a payment for materials? Was it a harem of women, 20 cities, or 2,000 slaves? 1 Kings 9, verse 11 tells us the answer is 20 cities. Number 2, how did Hiram react to his gift? He was not pleased, gave the cities back. He was delighted. 1 Kings 9, verse number 12 tells us that he was not pleased. Number 3, how much gold had Hiram sent to Solomon? 80 talents, 260 talents, or 120 talents? 1 Kings 9, verse 14 tells us that it was 120 talents. All right, number 4, what did Solomon build in Ezon, Gibber, on the shore of the Red Sea in Edom? Did I say that right? Ezon? I'm going to spell that for you. I may have mispronounced this word. It's Eziongebber. Ezon or Ezon, Gibber. Nah, these Old Testament names, I tell you what. All right. Let's see. Didn't give you the answers. Okay. Sorry, I got really distracted by that name. Okay, let me read it again, and I'll mispronounce the name again, probably. What did Solomon build in Ezon Gibber on the shore of the Red Sea in Edom? Was it a palace, a fleet of ships, or an aqueduct? 1 Kings 9, verse 26 tells us that it was a fleet of ships. Number 5, who sent his own sailors to navigate Solomon's ships? Was it Hiram, Hoshea, or Haddad? Maybe it's Hoshea, Hoshea. Sorry, I should have looked up some of the pronunciations of these names. So is it Hiram, Hoshea, or Haddad? 1 Kings 9, verse 27 tells us that it was Hiram. Okay, here is your bonus question. What commodity did Solomon's ship bring back from Ophir? What commodity did Solomon's ships bring back from Ophir? That's Ophir. 1 Kings 9, verse 28 tells us that it was gold. All right. I hope you have a great weekend. Let me know how you did. I think most of these were pretty easy. The second set had some tough ones in it, especially didn't help with me mispronouncing probably some of these words. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.